So up until the 1980s, the U.S. government pretty aggressively monitored media industries and ownership in media to ensure a certain degree of competition. And the U.S. government took an active role in opposing any kind of corporate mergers and acquisitions that it felt would undermine competition in media sectors and lead to monopolistic practices. Now, as we've said, that all changed in the 1980s, first with the Carter administration, and then later on, more forcefully, with the Reagan administration in the 1980s. From that point on, the government moved away from enforcing antitrust rules and laws aggressively to allow companies more latitude to do what they wanted in terms of purchasing up media products and media subsidiaries and outlets and so forth. Again, up until the 1980s, the government had previously enforced these antitrust rules to, again, try to ensure a certain degree of diversity of ownership among companies in different industrial sectors. But again, the government moved away from that, and as a result of this more hands-off deregulatory approach, that again did give media companies the green light to buy up lots of subsidiaries that led to a great increase in the degree of consolidation of ownership in media and the growth of pretty entrenched oligopolies in a number of media sectors. Now, these larger media companies were also pretty savvy in terms of how to avoid prosecution from the U.S. government for anti-competitive practices. Media companies like Disney and Time Warner and News Corp certainly did buy up lots of subsidiaries in the past 20, 30 years. But in their buying spree and acquisitions, they avoided any appearance of becoming a monopoly in any one media sector. So, for instance, Time Warner, when it was buying up media companies, it avoided buying up competing film studios. All right, so it didn't want to look as though it was trying to corner the market on movies and films. Instead, what these larger companies did was to buy up subsidiaries and media outlets in a range of different media. All right, so again, with Time Warner, it bought interests in television, magazines, internet, right? So that it spread its interests among many media sectors rather than trying to corner the market or monopolize any one media, any one type of media. And in that way, these companies avoided any charges of being monopolistic. But in fact, what these corporate mergers did was really further entrench oligopolies in different media.